Hey y'all, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Old School versus New School. I know this is not our regularly scheduled day or time, but I had some circumstances going on with me. Way to bring in the new year, right? I just want to take this time to thank everybody that sent prayers and positive words and stuff about my mom. She's feeling a little bit better now, so I'm a little less stressed. So I do appreciate that. What's going on, Alex?
What's up, TheeEnicole? Happy New Year to you. Happy 2024. All
Yeah,
prayers up, blessings to your mom and your family, situations that you had going on personally.
thank
Everything's
you.
going to work itself out fine, and we're going to have a great 2024 because we had a great 2023.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. What's going on, Jordan? Welcome. You forgot the E, but it's okay because you knew over here. So welcome, welcome. Don't forget the E.
Yeah, Jordan,
we,
don't forget the E, man. That's like a murder charge.
we just saw Jordan across the street over at Kayla's. I want to give a shout out to Kayla for having us on. You know, she is definitely one of my faves.
Yeah.
Um, And I will put her link in the description of this video because go over there and subscribe to my girl, okay?
Yeah,
Um,
Kayla.com.
yeah. Had a very interesting conversation, child. I was
Yeah.
trying to, I wanted to be respectful. I didn't want to talk over people. I just was like, whoa. But
There
I
you
had
I
a
bet
great
I,
time over there.
I see there you go. You got that old special blouse you got you wearing. What are you trying to accomplish today here? What are you trying to accomplish?
Who?
You.
Who? This is a shirt. This is a little
Your
shirt.
cleavage is showing. Your cleavage is showing.
I, I can't help what the good Lord gave me, okay?
Oh.
She said I lost a few IQ points over there. Don't do that, Anisi. Now we
Yeah.
love Kayla. She is not responsible for anybody else's statements. Okay, because I am quick to put up a disclaimer.
Yeah, especially on me.
And I think she handled that amazingly. I think that Kayla handled that with class and dignity as she always does, because we don't know
Mhm.
what people gonna say when we have a show, really.
Yeah, and I think Chicago really handled it very well as
Yeah, shout out
well.
to
So
all the panelists actually.
yeah. So it was a great discussion, and just toward the end, it got a little crazy. Obviously, some people had to get some stuff off their chest, and they chose that platform to do it on.
Yeah. What she say? She said, not her, but two of the
Oh, two of
dudes.
the dudes,
Oh,
yeah,
I do
not
have
her.
this. I have to shout out Team Fatty because um he's on the team with Auntie. And that was the first time I ever been on a panel with Team Fatty. So I didn't know he was that funny. But he is funny. Very
Yeah,
different views. And I like having thank you,
heavy
Jordan.
accent. Got a heavy accent, you know.
I
Mm.
like talking to people who have totally different ways of thinking than me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's
Mhm.
how we, um, I'll say
But
learn. That's how we open our minds to other things. So I like talking to people who don't have the same views as me.
in old school, new school, that's what we about. That's all we do over here. You know,
Yeah,
everybody don't
yeah.
have to think like us and be like us.
She said, "How the fuck are you going to be? What you complaining about?" I think you're
I'm not.
talking about the last guy. I don't know
I'm
him.
not, I'm not messing with Aunt Niecy.
I don't know him.
Oh
But all
man.
the whole panel, like it was a great show, the guys and the ladies. I think it's a great show. I'm definitely gonna be following all of them, and hopefully we can have more conversations because one thing that I am happy about in this whole 2024, and I see people coming in, hey everybody, because I know this is not our regular time, but we here,
Mm,
okay.
right. Mm.
But I want one thing that we take into 24, Alex, is us just exploring other people because we dealt with a lot of things on YouTube last year.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people that can't have panels. So I like going over there with Kayla because it's actually a conversation as opposed to just a screaming match back and forth.
And you got to remember, our history. We met going on other people's panels. That's how we met. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So we definitely open to that. We love to go on other people's panels and grace their panels and everything like that and learn from different points of view. So we've been doing that. That's how we met. And they came up with the idea. You came up with old school, new school, and we've been a mainstay here, but we still can visit other people's panels. That
Yeah.
doesn't have to stop.
And just like you said, like it's been ups and downs too, because the people is crazy. But I do kind of like want to stay on that little subject real quick because I don't feel like I really heard your opinion as far as the dating thing, because I know my mind is more business as
Well,
opposed to dating.
restate the question for our audience.
Okay,
What you want?
so the topic at hand was basically jealousy and envy, right? I haven't heard this though because I don't feel like I'm in the dating conversations. But I know that, I'm not gonna say too much till you say I'm gonna follow your lead on that portion. Okay. But as far as the dating scene, how messed up do you think it is? Like, do you feel like guys are jealous? Because I was agreeing with the guys because a lot of you guys said that y'all are not jealous, and I've never heard that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as I said on Kayla's podcast, real masculine men are not jealous of women. Like I said on her podcast, it sounds like a gay thing. A lot of times you have, gay men who compete with women. They want to, walk better than women or dress better than them or talk higher than whatever the issues are. That to me seems like the jealousy thing and the envious thing seems like a thing between women and gay men, but not fully masculine men. We don't compete with women like that. But dating is not that it's bad, it's that people's perspectives are off, E. And what I mean by that is people coming in with unrealistic expectations. And we did a show on this, E, like the middle of last year, right? We did a show on unrealistic expectations. People coming into a relationship, onto the dating game, wanting shit that they don't have themselves or can't get themselves. They want somebody else to provide. Now, it's mostly women with men because you had the cheesecake chick last year. You had the woman in the supermarket expecting a guy to buy her groceries because he's interested in her. Women expect these things from men, and it's like, where is this coming from? So it's causing people to say that the dating pool has pee and poop in it. Okay. Having said that, there are some very nice women and men out here that are trying to find one another that's not caught up in this drama. And the last thing I say before I let you come in is that if people go into these situations seeing what they can give as opposed to what they can get, we'd be a lot better off. We have a better chance at making it and getting along and getting together because both people will offer themselves in many ways, giving instead of just worrying about receiving. What you got? How much money you got? What kind of car you drive? What kind of house you live in? All this, at the end of the day, that stuff don't mean nothing. It's the character of the person. Do you have any integrity? What's your reputation like? Are you a good mother, good father? Do you come from good family background? Are you of good lineage? All that is what really, really matters. So I'm gonna let you go ahead with that and see what we come up with.
What's up, Bronze? Gotta give a shout out to Bronze. Make sure y'all are subscribed to Bronze. And I need to see if you are able. Could you put Kayla's link in the chat for the people who don't or who aren't subscribed to Kayla? Can you just put that link in the chat for everybody could just click on there and go over there and subscribe to Kayla? Magnetic repellents, his is always in the description of the show. For me, I feel like I don't know about it on the outside of dating, but I feel like in a relationship, I've definitely been in a relationship where the guy was jealous of me. We weren't talking about that topic, so I didn't want to swing it there. So I don't feel like I can see it on the outside, like within the meeting up phase type of thing. but I have experienced it in a relationship though.
Mm, mm. Well, a lot of times, and I think one of the gentlemen on Kayla's podcast alluded to this, where he said a lot of
Thank
times
you, Anisi.
when you're in a relationship with a woman and she's making more than you or she's more established than you, a man could feel a little bit inadequate. Okay, because we're the ones who's supposed to be taking care of our women and making more money and providing and protecting and so forth. So a man could really feel pretty inadequate
Hey,
if his
PBs.
woman is making more, if he's not secure in himself. It's like Rilla on her show said when he got with his lady, she was making more than him. But
And Anisi said that too. And Anisi and her husband have been married for a long time.
Right.
And she always says that too. Like she was making more than him. Mine, I feel like mine wasn't necessarily financial, but me being an artist, when it would come to our music and we would like be in the studio and stuff, like people would hear his music and kind of be like, okay, you got something else, and then they'll play my music and they'll be like, oh, you hot, what's going on, why you not, what you doing? And then I could just feel the heat on my neck, like, but I didn't understand it because I felt like if we in a relationship together and I'm your woman and they rock with me, they gotta rock with you because we're supposed to be a team. I don't understand the jealousy.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. If the woman makes more than the man, but they have an understanding, we're building something. So we're going to build it together. And when I get to the point where I'm making much more than you and I'm on top, I'm going to give you the choice. Do you want to be a stay-at-home wife? Do you want to go and do some charity work? Do you want to keep working? See, what men want to do is give women the choice. We don't want our women to have to work for the survival of the family. That's not what we want. And sometimes our ego can take a hit because of something like that. So we have to have.
I always made more than my man till just recently, and it was never really a big deal. And I tend to like go where they going because I feel like, because I really be wanting to ask this when it comes to these dating conversations, because it's usually either from a kind of jilted man or a jilted woman, right? And I'm not gonna say no names or nothing. But I be wanting to ask, where are these women y'all talking about? And where are these men you talking about? Because, we internalize conversations a lot. And a lot of the things that are being said, I know I don't do. I know on the men's side, a lot of things that are said, you don't do. So, like, I'm with Pete Beast as far as, like, if you a real woman and you secure in your shit, that type of thing doesn't matter when you're in a relationship. Same for a man. If you're secure and it's the woman you want, shit like money, that shouldn't be a problem because we can always make more money. We can always come up with another hustle to add money to the household. So I feel like the people who have the problem are people who have dealt with insecure, bitter. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the people they dealing with, because I don't understand that.
I think we put too much precedence on materialistic and monetary things. We have to get more into the person. Okay, does that person have integrity? Do they truly love me? Do they truly have my back? If we going through some shit, are we gonna stand back to back and fight off these enemies? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with Anisi. If I make it, you make it.
You know what I mean? That just, it has to be that way. It can't be a thing. It's my money. You don't tell me. Because let's be honest, some women that make a bunch of money can be very sassy, domineering, bossy. I'm a boss chick. I'm a diva. You don't tell me nothing. Blah, 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 blah. And those are the things that's getting the clicks all over social media, all over the internet. Women like PBs or Aunt Nisi, so forth, they're not getting the clicks because they like, I'm a build with my man. We're going to work as a team. Okay.
That's what's so crazy. That's what's so crazy. And that's why I said over there, I get a little frustrated when it comes to the man versus woman conversation, because it's always women got this long list of what the men not doing, what they should be doing, and then vice versa. But I don't hear nobody commending the men that are doing what they supposed to be doing. I don't hear nobody big up in, these Black entrepreneurs that are jumping out there on a limb and starting their own business, because it's very hard. I don't have no 9 to 5. I am hustling and grinding businesses, and that's not what I want to say. It's not lucrative at first. Like, you have money trickling in, you know what I'm saying, as you're building, but you're always on edge because every day you got to work for that dollar. Like, I don't see nobody. Where's the positive attention at? I don't see none of that.
Well, you know, I'm a lot like you. I'm a single parent. I'm a single father. I'm in the entertainment business. I make films. I make comic books. I got my own merchandise store. I'm wearing my merch now. You can go. I have my own Etsy shop with a lot of great merch. I'm wearing it now. Ways
The
of the
link is in the
world. That's
description, y'all.
yes. Ways ways of the world. Ways with a Z. Ways of the world on Etsy. A lot of great merch there. So we grinders, you know, we're hustlers. You know, we're gonna make it happen. Any way we can make it happen, and we're gonna push this entrepreneurship thing. And it's about partnership, it's about team building, it's about all of that, you know,
Yeah.
having a certain understanding. That's why I said on Kayla's podcast, I want this year, 2024, to be for healing the relationships between men and women, getting us to understand each other a lot better than we have been. You know what I mean? Because all this fighting, the manosphere, and I'm a boss
You see what
bitch.
Anisi said?
Yeah, he is rich. Okay. There you go. You know what I mean?
Your
PBs.
inbox about to blow up.
Yeah, Etsy's your favorite. Go on over. Click on it. I got over 60 items in my store right now. So I appreciate you
And
go
if
over there
y'all
and take a
don't know the
look.
background but about his comic, we spoke about this. What was it, maybe like 3 episodes back, where you
Yeah.
told about the comic and everything?
Yes, we spoke about the comic book characters. These are all my characters that I created. If you look at my hoodie right now, the 2 characters here are one called the Mythical Outlander and one is called the Shining Star, and they're actually fighting each other for sovereignty of the universe, of the cosmos. So I create my own stories. I have my own graphic novel as well in my Etsy store, available for digital download. So I believe in pushing positive images, you know, more and more images that look like us, but also being a business owner, selling the merchandise and owning the merchandise, owning your image, owning your intellectual property, things like that. It's very, very important. Very, very important.
I feel like we need to start focusing on that, though. Like, we need to start focusing on the solutions and the positive, because focusing on what people not doing and where they not taking you, and where's the self-love. Like, women, do you take your cell phone dates? Men,
Yeah,
do you take your cell phone dates?
I do.
Like, a lot of, like what we were saying earlier about the unrealistic expectations, right? Is that, like, all these people have these long grocery lists of shit that they require, and
Mm-hmm.
half of the shit they wouldn't do themselves.
No, and don't have no way of getting it, but they want you to have it. And if you don't have it, that you always hear this term, I'm a high value woman. I want a high value man. Well, do you have what you're requesting?
Right.
Do you even have the intellect and the business savvy to attain what you think you require? I
Right.
saw a video the other day of some ridiculous woman talking about men should not have jobs with the sanitation department. Men should not work in retail. Men should not have a job at the post office. Not real men. Real men need to be out here doing
What?
entrepreneurship and drive Lamborghinis. It's just a ridiculous woman talking this nonsense, because we place everybody's value on materialism. What kind of car are you driving? Is that a Brooks Brothers suit? What kind of neighborhood? What kind of house? Everybody loves to have those things, but all of that shit gets old and raggedy at some point, and all you left with is the person that you married or the person that you committed to. And do they have any integrity? Do they have any character, moral value? Do they truly love you still after all these years and have your back? Are they still excited to see you and talk to you? All those things is what matters at the end of the day.
But it has to be the person, like you said. Like, it has to be the person, because, like, I'm talking to somebody right now. I think he's amazingly handsome, but it's like I want the bond because, you know, God forbid, you can get hit by a truck. You could be in a fire. You could be in a glass explosion. I mean, whatever, all type of things that could alter how you look. Or even your physical.
You get an illness.
You could be in a car accident and can't walk no more. Am I gonna leave you because of that? You know what I'm saying? Like the car's gone. I ain't messing with you no more because now you don't have a car because somebody ran into you. Like it's be like the priorities of the world is so fucked up right now, and I just don't get it. Like, especially when you break down and you look at the people who are saying it. Like most of the people that saying it are either angry single people, or somebody in a relationship that's really not in a good relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? It be the people that be in fucked up relationships that's giving all the advice.
Yeah. And, you know, I want to talk to single women who are getting up in age. And I'm talking about women who are up with 60, 65, 70, you know, in their 50s. Well, and that's because I don't want these women. They tend to, when they're younger, and they still have the physical build, and gravity has not set in.
Okay.
She said you drive a caddy. Who cares? I'll drive a bike to be happy. So when they're still younger and gravity hasn't set in, and they're prancing up and down Instagram, shaking their behinds and showing their breasts standing up and all kind of stuff like that. Listen, you messing around with different men, playing like you're looking for Mr. Right, and you playing games, and you're going to blink one day, and you're going to be 70 years old, 75 years old with nobody talking bad about men. These men ain't shit. No, you played the games too long. Okay? There's no perfect person out here. There's no Mr. Right out here. There's only somebody that's perfect for you or right for you. Okay? These unrealistic expectations, I keep coming back to that. They got to kill that. The white picket fence and the big house. No, that's a fantasy.
I don't think it's a fantasy. And I gotta say, while you talking to the women, I gotta talk to the men too.
It's a fantasy.
Because men be feeling like they could, when they get up in age, like you talking about up in age for all the old schools, they be feeling like because they have a certain type of wallet that demands them to be treated a certain way. Like, no, all of that shit is irrelevant. Because any woman or any man that is going to be kept is only the woman or man that wants to be kept. Your money is not going to keep me. Your face ain't going to keep me. Your car ain't going to keep me. The bond and connection that I have with you is what's going to keep me. So all of these people that have all this superficial shit on their brain, that all that shit is going to evaporate. So I don't feel like that's applicable with time because, you know, I've seen a lot of people that get up in age and they find another person and they live the rest of their days out with them. So I don't fully agree with that statement.
But you know that there are situations where women like, I want to find a perfect guy to father my children. I want to pick the perfect father for my children. And they never have children, and they get old. They don't have any grandkids. They don't have any children. There's nobody to look after them and take care of them because you sat around in your 30s and late 20s and maybe even early 40s trying to find Mr. Right to father a child with. You want children. We're all taking a risk out here, E. We meet somebody that we think is going to be good for us. We're all rolling the dice. Okay? P. Beach just said she was married for 23 years. She's divorced now, but they're still good friends with 5 children. Okay, that's a mature situation. Okay, you could divorce, still be friends. You still got children. You're probably going to have grandchildren, and everybody going to be sitting around catering to you while you're old. What's Nisi saying? Hold on now, Alex.
I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I don't agree with that.
I'm seeing a lot of older women that don't have children. Okay, don't have grandchildren. And living with a lot of regret because there's nobody to look after them.
I mean, I'm not saying that that's not there, right? Because I'm definitely not, you know, negating what you're saying, right? But I'm just saying I don't feel like nobody should get to the point of hopelessness when it comes to that. Because you never know who you're gonna meet and how you're gonna connect, regardless of the age or whatever. Because we see now, you know, it's not just the older men talking to younger women, and I'm not talking illegal age for anybody want to clip up what the fuck I'm saying. I'm saying, you know, up in age and you somebody 10 years younger than you or something, because the females are doing it now, whether you want to call her a cougar or whatever. So I just feel like nobody should get to the point of hopelessness, because you just don't know who you're gonna come across and how you're gonna connect to that person.
Well, a lot of people are there, and a lot of people are their own worst enemy. Because they constantly, you know, they get in relationships and they're looking for perfection that doesn't exist. As soon as there's a crisis or an argument, it's over. It's over. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Everything is leaving. Because here's the myth. Here's the misconception that women have. Okay. Women today feel like they have a lot of options. They don't. Men have a lot of options because women outnumber men. Men have a lot of options and women don't. That's just the basic number. That's just the math of it. Okay. So a man could go out here and have 5 women competing for him. If he's a well-to-do man, he's successful, whatever, he'll have 5, 6, 7 women competing to be number one in his life because he has all them options. And women don't. And it's unfortunate that they just don't. And they got to stop believing they have those options, because if you got a good dude, this is why women think that. I've seen this, and I've been in situations like this. Okay, they think they got a lot of options, so they're in a relationship with you, and soon something don't go right, they want to end. Oh, it's over. I can't deal with this. It's over. It's over. Next guy come, they lay down with him. He run through their body. Something go wrong. It's not gonna work. I can't deal with this. Break up with that dude. Another dude come, run all through their body. It's just the same cycle over and over again. Okay.
Why do you look at that cycle? Why do you look at that cycle for the woman and feel that way, but you don't look at that cycle and feel no way about a man that's doing the exact same thing?
Because women say that they want a relationship. A lot of men don't say that. A lot of men do say it, but a lot of men don't say it. Women are the ones basically saying, I want a relationship. I want to get married. But you're filing for 75% of the divorces.
Wow.
You file. Women are filing for 75% of the divorces, and lesbian marriages are divorcing at a rate of 72%. All these involve women. So there's something to these numbers. Somebody in the chat talk to me. There's something to these numbers. If 75% of women are filing for divorces and 72% of lesbian marriages end in divorce, the common denominator is women.
Hold on, I gotta pause real quick. Thank you, PBs, for the super chat. I appreciate you so much. And wow again, like you said, girl. Wow. What is Alex talking about, y'all? Do y'all agree with what Alex is saying?
Talk to me.
I want to know.
I'm talk to me. You know, $20. Wow.
We gonna talk to you tonight because what, like, I just feel like if you're gonna look at one, you got to look at the other, because at the end of the day, both people are having these crazy conversations. We just was on a panel where we was on there with angry men. Like, that's why I wanted to say, what women are you talking about? Like, while I understand some women, they be doing some dumb shit, you know. I understand, you know, the keying of the car, the bleaching of the clothes and stuff like that. But, you know, just like you men ask the women, well, you chose them when they talk about their baby daddies or whatever, well, you chose them. Well, y'all choosing these women too. So it's like the blame game becomes redundant at this point. And I don't understand why we still having it, because it's fucked up shit on both sides.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just talking about the math of it. You know, when I spoke about the options, men do have more options, but we still have to treat each other better as people.
So y'all think men have more options than women, ladies? I want to know.
We do. The numbers are in the man's favor, especially when you have things like incarceration of men, the gay population that's growing, the death toll. Different things like that, you know. The women are out. The men are outnumbering the women. Availability. The men are like, listen. Someplace like Atlanta, it's 17-1. The last time I heard the number, 17 women to every 1 man. And we're talking about heterosexual relationships or situations. That's a lot of women per 1 man. How do you settle down with one? You can run rampant. You know what I mean? I'm just talking
You
about basic
can
math. I'm talking about
see
basic
you need
math.
a stripper covered in dollars when you get your super chat. I'm gonna figure something out.
You gonna figure something out?
Yeah.
Send the strippers my way.
See, and that's what we talking about right now. Because if these double standards be crazy.
What double standard? What double standard
Hey,
you talking about?
Josiah.
What
Yeah, I
double
make sure that
standard?
y'all support Josiah too. I be seeing her post. I try to reach out to you, Josiah, because I want to support. Glad you over here. Get with her because I see what you're doing, but I really don't know what it is. So I really would like to talk to you so I can really support what you got going on with your website and stuff like that. So thanks for coming over.
Where's the double standard? E, you're diverting. Where's the double
I'm not
standard?
diverting. I am multitasking. Okay.
Okay.
Called multitasking.
Okay. Whatever you want to call it.
I'm saying, like, okay, you're saying that y'all have options and stuff like this, right? Or men don't want to be in relationships or whatever, but you keep putting out the responsibility on the women, but it's a lot of men complaining about shit. Do y'all even know what y'all really want? Because y'all are saying what y'all want and don't want, but y'all still complaining, and then y'all still end up being single and juggling bitches.
Well, this is men who don't have knowledge of self. They don't really know what they want. You have to really know what you want. That way, when you get it, you recognize it and nurture it. But a lot of dudes just want to, for lack of a better term, sling their dick. And if that's what you want to do, be honest about it. I'm a firm believer in letting a woman know where she stands. Listen, I like you. I'm interested. I don't want a relationship, but I would really like it if we would be intimate partners and friends and go out every now and then and have a nice time together. Can you roll with that?
But on that flip
Give
side,
her
in
the
that
option.
situation, it's more so the men that don't be honest when it comes to that.
But I do. That's me. I'm at this point, and I played the games when I was 20 and through my 20s and 30s. I played the game, but now I find it easier just to be honest because you'll find a lot of women. Hey, I'm with that. Let's roll because they're more mature. They've been married 2 or 3 times, just like I've been married twice. We've all got baggage, so it's like I don't want all that baggage. If I can have a companion, somebody I hang out with from time to time, have some fun with, we laugh, we joke, we may be intimate from time to time. That's a relationship I can get with.
And you
Because
know what? That is quite ironic that we're talking about that because me and you have talked about this behind the scenes a lot. And this is one thing that I don't understand as well is the whole honesty thing because it's always somebody else that likes that, right? Like if you just be honest with a person, man or female, about what you like and what you into, that's how you find the person that's into that too. Like, I don't understand the men who want to have an open relationship or a poly relationship. You go find the one female that want to be monogamous and have a child yesterday. You go pick her instead of the females that want to do these things. So, y'all, we do have a dating show coming in. DM me if you want to be on it because I feel like it's a lot of females out here talking about, I want to find my husband, and you're not a wife, you're a girlfriend, maybe even a side chick. Or it's a man over here talking about, well, where is my wife? But, sir, you're just a sneaky link. Like, I feel like people really need to know where they fall in the category of love. Like, I just feel like people need to be honest with themselves.
well, that's why that's a conversation. When you get with somebody and let's say you intimate, you guys are sleeping together for 7-8 months, but you never have a conversation about we're going to make this official. I want you to be my woman, man. We want to build something together, whatever. The assumption is usually made, well, we've been kicking it 8 months, so I thought we was in a relationship. No, don't think that. That's a conversation. What you've been doing for 8 months is having sex. That's what you've been doing for 8 months. But the commitment, don't assume anything because when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me.
Yeah, I never understood that either. Like, you definitely have to have the conversation. I don't understand all this. I don't get how you be so shy with a person you busting it wide open for. Like, you busting it wide open for this person, but you don't have the guts to have a real conversation with the person. That's weird to me. She said,
Because
I think that's true about people knowing self. Yes,
knowing
just said,
self,
because they do not
knowledge
be
yourself,
knowing
they
who
do
they
not be
are, what
knowing.
they want. A lot of people don't even know what they like. And don't get Anisi started about where even is all your body parts at. Because,
you know what it is, E2? How can they be honest with you? Most people are not even honest with themselves.
Exactly.
Because they don't know themselves enough to be honest with themselves.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So you're sitting there trying to get honesty from a person that is incapable. And you get mad throughout the relationship. Why can't you just tell me the truth? Why can't you just They're not capable of doing it. They haven't come to that point in their life where they can do it. And you saw all this and still got into a relationship with them. So whose fault is that?
I feel like at that point, after somebody been in a relationship, just both people need to own it because it obviously didn't work out. And I feel like that's what I was saying over there on Kayla's is the portion of the conversation that turns into the blame game. My brain shuts off because just take accountability or you're not going to make it in your next relationship. And I feel like that's what's really going on. Like with this dating pool that everybody's talking about, I really feel like it's a lot of bitter, unhappy, unhealed people who, they got their heart broken. And now this image of this type of person, they project that onto everybody. Like, y'all already know how I feel about the y'all. You know what I'm saying? The y'all do this, women do this, men do this. No, be specific. Mm-hmm. Fuck niggas do this, little boys do this. Thoughts do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, be more specific because a lot of times I feel like people be passing up their blessings or they match because they're not healed all the way.
Yeah. Yeah, we can never say all, of course. We know we can tell you about our situations or what we see family members go through and so forth. We can never say all, but people just have to get a grip on who they are. See, a lot of people jump from relationship to relationship. Every time you talk to them, they're in a relationship. And I'm gonna say this, E, that might be a little controversial. Okay. Mm-hmm. And when does that ever stop me, right?
Never.
But there's still a negative connotation. There's a negative moniker attached to the word whore or hoe when it comes to women, right? And a lot of women want to disguise whorishness or hoe with being in a relationship. Okay. They don't really want to be in a relationship. What they want is steady dick. Okay. So they get some steady dick for 3, 4, 5 months. And when they get tired of the guy, they want to dump him. They knew it was going to end sooner or later because they didn't really want him. But they wanted to convenience to say, or the status to say, well, that was a relationship. I wasn't hoeing. That was a relationship. No, you hoeing because 5 months after this guy, the next month you with somebody else. Now that's your king. 3 months later, you with another king. 2 months after that, you with another king. Bitch, what you playing? Spades? How many kings you got? Okay, just go out there and thought and be happy. Stop trying to convince yourself you want a relationship. You just want a hoe. That's what you want to do.
Okay, so what about the Homo sapiens? And what by that I mean the actual what they call them, y'all. I'm gonna just keep it like that because it's another word in my head. But what about the guys who just get in relationships because they need somewhere to stay?
Nisi, that's a very slim chance, very slim, but it's possible. Very slim. I haven't locked myself off from. I haven't locked myself off from the idea. No, I've done it twice, and I just have to be very, very careful moving forward.
But now you're in the thoughting stage.
I'm not thoughting. I'm just chilling.
You chilling?
Let me answer your question. You just asked me though. Rephrase your question. Rephrase your question. What you just asked?
Okay, you talked about the women who just only get in relationships because they want to have sex. Mm-hmm. Men do the same thing, and they just be in relationships because they need somewhere to stay.
Yeah, we talk about that. That's the hobosexual.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, the hobosexual. Okay, these are men who get involved in relationships just so they can have a place to stay. They don't love the woman. They know they're not going to be with her. They need a roof over their head. And because the women are lonely, they welcome that. The guy comes move in with you. He lives there for 3, 4, 5 months, maybe even a year.
But this is where y'all lose me at, because you saying the woman is lonely. The woman won't. The niggas be lonely too. The niggas be needing somewhere to stay. Yes, they do. That's why they can spot out those people to move in with or to run up in, like you like to say.
It's not loneliness. He's feeling the need. He needs shelter. He needs food.
So why can't it be the need for the female? Why she got to be lonely?
Because it's her house. You call them shots. Why you letting this dude move in with you? Why he ain't got his own place? Why he live with his mama? Or why does he live in Craig's basement? You know what I mean?
I just don't see why the negative connotation goes to the woman. Like, why can't the woman just want the D? If the men just want the P, why can't the woman just want the D?
I just said that. If she want to hold,
you put me out with the lonely part.
No, I said it before that. I said women disguise it as trying to be in short-term relationships when they really just want to hoe. But there's such negative connotations associated with hoe or whoring. They want people to believe that they're in a relationship. So they're in a relationship for 4 months, then another one for 3 months, then another one for 2.5 months, and so forth. And they keep changing these men when they just whoring.
Welcome, PBs, to the galaxy. You are now an emotion of mine. Welcome. I hope that you stay around. We have lots of great things in store.
Okay, if you're enjoying this conversation, PBs, and we welcome you. If you're enjoying this conversation, you've missed a lot, but we got a lot more coming. So stay tuned.
Yes. She said tax season love.
Listen.
But go ahead, Alex. I didn't mean to cut you off. You know, I just gotta.
No, tax season. This tax season thing is ridiculous, right? Because you got all these videos circulating of, you know, these slim, you know, or moderately built black guys with these huge ass white women, right?
Wait a minute, what?
And the caption is always, "It's tax season again." Like,
oh wow,
like you just with her because she about to get her income tax, and you don't care how big she is, you don't care how ugly she is, you want to hang around to get that tax money. You know, then you're going to be gone. So that's the running joke every tax season. They do this, you know. So I think it's kind of sad, but it's also a reality of the homosexual. He do these things for real. But
I agree with just saying too, like, because I feel like we're glossing over what these men doing. Like, at the same time, it's the woman's choice. Nobody is holding her at gunpoint or nothing. But I agree, like, women be building men up, they leave and on to the next. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then that woman turns into, I made him that for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but nobody says nothing about that man that does that. That goes and gets all these nuggets from all these different women. It always seems to fall back to being a woman's fault, and I don't understand that.
Well, it's a lack of respect, and when a person is not respecting you, you have to stop it right there. You can't let disrespect continue, and when you let disrespect continue, that's what it turns into. And then once you sit back and get away from this person, and you reflect, you see how much shit you let slide. And you be like, damn, why I let him do that? Damn, I should have never let him do that. You know what I'm saying? But when you're in the moment and you caught up emotionally and you got that soul tie because you've been digging in and out of your body, which is a soul tie, it's hard for you to let that go, especially when you're getting it good. Because a lot of women complain about a lot of bad sex out here.
I appreciate
you. So you meet a guy that's putting it down, it's going to be hard to let that go. You know what I mean? Sex is a very powerful thing. Very powerful. Yes, tax season love. That's real.
Okay, let me ask y'all women in the chat, the women that are here. Do y'all think, because this is what we was talking about, that led us to this point. Do y'all feel like men are jealous of women in this dating pool situation? That's one. And two, the question of the night is, who's more emotional, men or women? Y'all know my answer, but I want to know what y'all think.
You're not going to give your answer right now?
Well, my answer is I feel like number one, everybody's emotional. We're all human, so I don't get the who's more or whatever because you got extreme crazy women, you got extreme crazy men, you have emotionalist women and emotionless men. Um, so I don't feel like it's a matter of who's more emotional. Me being a woman though, I can tell you y'all tripping if y'all feel like men not emotional, like crazy emotional.
I think the fact that, and this was addressed too earlier this evening, I think the fact that men have not been trained to properly manage their emotions from little boys. What you're seeing now, this eruption of emotions that's coming from men now is kind of ridiculous and is, I would say, less than masculine. Even we're all emotional beings with feelings beings, but these men today and the women in the chat and the men, y'all can clap back at this and let me know. But I'm seeing far too many overly emotional men doing the things that women used to do after a breakup. They can't take it. They're stalking the woman. They want to, break her car windows. They want to peek in her windows. They want to come show up at her job. They want to hurt her and the kids that they made together with her.
That part.
Okay. They want to do all these kind of things because they can't handle the emotions of a breakup. I mean, where is this coming from? And I think a lot of this is coming from the fact that right now we are overly effeminized society, particularly black males. We are overly effeminized because those are all the images that we're getting on TV, in films. A lot of us are raised in single mother households. Okay. Her the mother got girlfriends that come by there, they hang out. And this little boy's around nothing but women all the time, all the time. There's no masculine energy for him to take in. There's no man to teach him, which is wrong on the man's part. Because when you have a child, whether you're with that woman or not, come get your son. Come get your daughter. Take her for 2, 3, 4 days. But a lot of times these men don't want to come and take their own child for several days because if they take the child, they worrying about the mother out there thotting. She could do what she want to do. Y'all not together. Go get your children. And then when she's finished having her fun, you take the children back and you go have your fun.
Anisi said, I feel men should have emotions, but these men are mixing in feminine energy.
That part. I wish I had a damn banger, a mallet that the judges use. Pop, 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 pop. Because she just
gavel.
A gavel.
Just say it said, I think women are more emotional, but men are definitely emotional as well.
But I think, and that's true, relax. But I think that men right now, for some reason, are way overly emotional. It's just too much feminine energy in a lot of these men. It's too much of it.
So let me ask y'all, what do y'all feel is feminine energy? Because from what I hear, a lot of people don't even know the difference between that because they feel like, oh, the man is crying, so that's feminine. I don't feel like that's feminine. So what exactly for sake of the conversation, what do you feel is feminine as far as emotions from a man? I know what I think, but I don't know what you think.
Well, just not the strength to deal with man shit. I mean, to deal with the real world. We expect for women to cry and we expect for women to have breakdowns. We got to be there to hold them and console them. We expect for women to do that. Okay.
But crying is just a release of emotion. You don't feel you don't cry?
I do cry. I have cried in my life, of course. But what I'm saying is all situations don't require crying. See, a woman will cry at the drop of a hat. She had a bad day.
That's where y'all lose me because I don't get that. Because for me, because I feel like everybody's different. For me, if I'm crying, you need to get away from me because I'm about to knock your head off your shoulders. I don't tend to cry for sadness or, you know what I'm saying? If I'm crying, it's from anger and frustration. and it's just a release of that. I'm not a big crier, so that's why I don't get. But I am a little niggerish.
You know,
I am a nigga. So.
Hi, Story Sunshine. What's up, baby?
Hey, sister.
The thing is that women can cry because they could be hormonal imbalances. You know, they could have had a bad. There's a lot of different reasons. I'm not, you know, shooting you down for. I'm just saying that's the nature of the gender. Okay, women go through menopause, be crying because your body's all over the place. The hormones, you're hot one minute, cold the next. You don't know what the hell going on with your body. Okay, your body's changing and different things. When you're pregnant, you're carrying this huge child, your belly out to here. All kind of reasons women cry. It's not a bad thing. Okay, but what I'm saying is we got men now who cry a little bit too much or act a little bit too much like women. They're trying to outdo women. And this is what we had the jealousy discussion earlier. Okay, no true masculine man would never try to outdo a woman or be jealous of what a woman is out here doing. Never. I don't worry about
how we can put a limit on how much somebody can cry.
I didn't say that. You didn't hear me say that.
No, you said they cry too much.
Right. Look, let's be honest. Men not supposed to be crying every 5 minutes. They're just not.
Why can he cry?
We do cry, but we don't cry every 5 minutes. You know,
what woman you know cry every 5 minutes?
Somebody has to be the strong head of the household.
Wait, what woman do you know that cry every 5 minutes?
That's an exaggeration, E, but you know what I mean.
Okay, because I'm gonna need to know.
For every 5 minutes is an exaggeration. I know women that do cry a lot. You know, it just depends on the mood of the day, whatever. They had a bad day at work. Somebody said something to them they didn't like, whatever. And you hold them and you console them.
Sorry, I'm not on your ass tonight.
I'll be crying because I'm about to bite that.
I'm not on her ass tonight.
Don't bite mine off.
Oh my God. What's up, Big Heavy? Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Big Heavy, y'all.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I'm happy to see the chat so lit. It's late and the chat is lit. I'm happy.
Yeah, y'all know we don't be here normal. We is about to open the panel real quick before we get out of here because I really want to know what y'all think because it's weird to me. Like the conversations that we be having all the time, over and over and over and over and over and over. When we gonna start having the solution conversations? Because at the end of the day, I can't say every, but the men I'm talking about want women, and the women want men. Just everybody want to be in a relationship. Period. So when we gonna stop downing and dragging and trashing the people that we want to be in a relationship with? Like that's what I don't understand. Because at the end of the day, while you talking about the female, ain't that's who you want to be in a relationship with? Hey, Woo, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Woo. Okay.
Should I drop the link in the chat now?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Anybody that want to come up and address what we've been talking about tonight, feel free to come on up. TheeEnicole will let you into the chat. I want to drop it in right now. And there it is. Is it there? Oh, wait a minute. I might have to do it from my phone or something. Hold on a minute, because I can't get it from here. It's telling me this comment.
Hey, Story. I'm gonna cut you out when we get done with this live. You ain't had no nap today because you acting crazy.
It's gonna be like that movie, Clouded with the side of meatballs or something like that. What's that? That's a movie, ain't it?
I ain't fucking with y'all. I'm not fucking with y'all. What's
you
up,
ain't.
entree? Nah, because y'all talking about meatballs and stuff. I'm not in that conversation. The entree, I've got to hit you up because we got to get the poetry going, sir.
Yeah. Oh, you want to have a poetry too? I do poetry.
Yeah, because the entree is a very well-spoken poet. You know, anything that comes to lyrics, I mess with it.
All right, now, don't start nothing. Let's see here. Is that in there? Let's see. It should come up. Magnetic repellent. There you go. That's the invite link to come on up for
You already know,
anybody.
Woo. I am big on support over here. Listen, collaboration over competition with me. If we can get something going together, that's what I do. I don't see no competition. So I support everybody that support me. So yes, make sure y'all go over there and mess with Lady Woo. We all different strokes for different folks. Literally, if you talking to Alex, you know what I'm saying. But
yeah, but listen, you know, if you want to go fast, go. If you want to, you talk about my stroke game. Yeah, I be stroking.
Oh my God.
But if you want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, go together. You know, you got to build together to go far. You know what I mean? So those of us that see, look up in the chat, magnetic repellent. That link is the invite link for anybody that want to come up and address, you know, this man and woman being jealous of each other issue, or any other issue that you may have you want to discuss. This 2024. This is our first show, and we're off schedule with this show. This is a Wednesday night. We usually on Mondays, but we had to come on because you know, there was some family issues and things that were going on to start the new year. Everything's working itself out though, for Miss TheeEnicole. So we
and
on
I want to
schedule.
say I appreciate y'all again, the people that hit me up, and was praying for my mom and stuff like that. I appreciate y'all because I love my mama. I don't know what I would do without my mama. And make sure y'all please keep Anisi in your prayers too. Like the energies that be, the haterish energies know that we about to come hard for 2024. So they tried to slow some shit down, but it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
We got shit to do, and y'all know I don't play when it comes to business.
It's not supposed to work.
Let me read what Big Heavy said. He said, hurt people need to stop trying to teach others about a relationship. I just said that he is right here, okay? Because it be them that always have something to say about a relationship, and you look over and you be like, well, where your man at? Where your woman at?
Because they don't take the time needed to heal before they run in their mouth about what you got to do in a relationship, because everything's going to be negative. You're still hurting. Take some time to go and heal, be by yourself, learn yourself, get knowledge about yourself, and then go into the next relationship healthier. You make better decisions. You know, you won't ignore red flags and things like that. So if you ignore
the ones who feel like they never the problem, it's a lot of people out here who feel like they are never the problem.
Yeah, those are the narcissists.
Like sometimes it was your fault, my guy, or my girl.
Everything is you. They're easy to point the finger at you. You know, they don't see none of their faults, none of their errors. It's all you. You did it. You made me sad. You don't have enough. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? That's them narcissists. And it's a lot of them running around here, you know, trying to control people, trying to cry on cue so they can get your defenses down and weaken you so they can control you. It's a control mechanism.
And that's where the self-love come in at. Anisi, I see you 1 second. That's where I'm talking about. You know, they asked me, who do I think is jealous and stuff like that. And I feel like that's where the self-love come in at. If you don't love yourself, if you don't know how to give others love, how can you be in a relationship anyway? You definitely can't love somebody else if you feel like you know, you don't have that love for yourself. You don't hold yourself accountable.
And to me, if you always got to go into a relationship like, I'm gonna get
your camera out for me.
I'm gonna get them before they get me. That's no way to go into a relationship expecting to be hurt, expecting the pain, you know, and protecting yourself from what you expect. Oh, I'm gonna get them before they get me. They ain't gonna do this to me. I'm gonna get them first. You shouldn't be in a relationship.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, Alex, because y'all know I tell the truth, the good, the bad, and ugly about me. Alex, I really used to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, things have happened to me, And I felt like going into the next situation, oh, I'm going to do this before they do that. But that is totally not the way to enter into a situation, because obviously I'm not in that situation no more. And I feel like a lot of people do that because nobody was there to teach them how to really deal with they hurt or they pain or they dislike or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something that we have to acknowledge too. Like if you weren't taught how to manage it, like we was talking about, you really come up with your own remedies, which most likely be fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Anisi.
Hey, and you know my voice going in and out.
Yes, keep
But
on
I
your
want to
voice.
explain myself.
Is that Aunt Niecy or Barry White? Who's
Wait a
Leave me
minute.
alone.
You I come for Anisi.
Leave me alone, Alice.
You sound like Lou Rawls. You'll never find, as long as you live, someone who loves you.
But I wanted to explain myself and what I meant about dude.
Go ahead.
He need to put a mirror up to himself because he was exactly what he was complaining about. You can't project the same energy that you saying you are hating in females. He was projecting all kind of toxic feminine energy, but saying he hated toxic feminine energy at the same time.
I'm gonna go check out the Kendra G because I really want to know what they was talking about, because it seemed to me he got his ass ate up on Kendra G and then came over to Kayla and basically projected all that onto all of us on the panel.
I was like, I hope he watches that show back and be embarrassed, because if he don't need to be in a relationship with anybody. He need to go sit on somebody's
the whole
couch.
energy of the panel totally shifted.
It shifted. I said, I'm losing IQ points. I had to check out at that point because I'm like, what?
Yeah, he came on there. He was just wide open with full of emotion. You know,
I was like,
obviously, there's a backstory there that. Okay, there's a backstory there that we just don't have.
Right. Because, like, why you got all this negative energy coming into a panel? Like, you supposed to, like, just, you know, kind of vibe with the environment that's
was
been
not
set
reading
for
the room.
you. Whenever you coming into a panel. And I was like, I felt like I was in the damn Twilight Zone. I'm like, where did he come from with all this crazy energy?
They must was eating his ass up in the chat. You know how Kendra G chat is, Anisi.
Well,
apparently
he shouldn't have never came on nobody else's panel tonight. He should have smoked or whatever he do, take a drink and called that a loss and came back another day.
Him and that guy Fatty must got a serious beef going on, because that was the aim of his anger when he came.
But I gotta give another shout out to Team Fatty, because he must already knew what was going to go on, and he excused himself. You know what I'm saying? Like he was, I feel like he was very well spoken. He stated his point. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do in a conversation. State your point. Everybody might not agree, but you stand on business and you say how you feel. And he already knew that man was about to come up there on some BS, and he excused himself. So I'll give a shout out to Fatty, because that's not what we came to do over there.
Yeah. And two, the other thing is nothing gets accomplished. Nobody hears anybody with all that yelling back and forth. That's why I got quiet, you know, because he was very highly emotional. He was triggered. Okay. And there was nothing I could add to calm him down. He was already amped already. So another one of the gentlemen on the panelists, you know, had some great points, tried to calm the situation down, but I was pretty much just staying out of that. I don't have the backstory. I don't do well with all that emotional fire that was going on, and so I stayed out of it.
I'm like, if he got this much heat and emotion for people on a panel, imagine how he is in a relationship. If I was a woman, I would be scared to be in a relationship with him because he the one end up being the stalkers and the crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Meanwhile, those are the people who y'all see. He was up there saying what women need to do, what he feel about women. Meanwhile, you single, hoping to be with a woman. It don't add up. The math ain't mathing
At all.
How you gonna say, he said that he was the employer and he look at women as the employees, but you ain't got no benefits. So who's gonna apply for that job?
Exactly.
The benefit is the ping. That's the benefit.
No.
You gotta have more than a ping.
That screamed little D energy. I'm sorry, no disrespect, dude, but that's just what I saw, what I felt. I felt little D energy. Because usually the men with the big D energy, they don't gotta say too much. They present say everything.
Yeah, they the ones
show up, you smell man, like you know what I'm saying?
Oh, let me get at this nigga. I'm like, wait a minute now. Like, if he had his camera off, I would have been like, oh, he's definitely, you know what I'm saying? You know.
But he had it on, so what you feel like?
I still feel like he may be in. Okay. But I was just like, oh wow, like, but I appreciate it.
He might.
I know you said it. You feel
he might be what? Have a little sugar in his tank? Is that what you saying?
Yeah, like.
Oh, I didn't know she meant that.
That's what I mean when I say that. You know, because I'm just not used to being around emotional men like that.
Here she go on Niecy. She gonna put the disclaimer on you.
Where's my
she looking for it.
She always gonna put something up for me. Okay,
there we go.
Me too.
That's my opinion. My opinion. So usually no man ain't gonna have that much beef with nobody over no show on YouTube.
I mean, yeah, he may have been a little light in the loafers, as they say, you know. So I don't know.
What the hell that mean?
A little light in the loafers. I mean, he's floating around like a fairy, you know.
Oh.
Put back up the disclaimer, TheeEnicole.
Oh, let me do that.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Alice, I can't with you tonight.
Oh my god. You never heard that expression, eat light in the loafers?
No. That is quite old school for me.
That's old school, yeah, it is.
You
know,
I was confused.
And let me be clear. I don't have a problem with men that do have extra sugar in their tank as long as they're living their truth.
That's it.
Okay?
Me too. That's it. Yep.
If you live in your truth, I ain't got no problem with that. But you steady hollering, you want a woman, and you acting like that. I would be totally scared to get in a relationship with him because them type of ones that, you know, try to pow me on a live because of something I said. We'll just take clear of this man until he work on himself, okay?
That's my thing. If you're in a relationship with a woman and that's your woman, what are you competing with? There's nothing to compete with. You guys are partners. You know what I mean? You own the company. She might be the CEO. You might be the CFO. There's different positions, but just as important as the other one. You know, it's not the fact that you're the boss and she's an underling. She's a peasant. Just do as I say, not as I do. Right. This kind of thing.
And that was my exact point when I spoke earlier about how they was rocking with my music. They weren't really rocking with the other person's music, or we might have an event and you reach out to a person, they don't get back at you. I reach out to the person, they come through. Like, what does it matter? Do you think Michael Jordan teammates was like, that motherfucker made a motherfucking slam dunk? We on the same fucking team. If he win, then we all won. We all got that ring. The niggas that was sitting on the bench got the ring because they was on the same team. Like, I don't understand that.
Just like there was a complaint with Michael Jordan one time. The guys was like, his coach said, "Listen, Mike, you know, there's no I in team." And Mike said, "Yeah, but there's an I in win." You know what I mean? So I'm trying to win for the team. You know, I'm trying to make us win, and I have the ability to push us to a win. You know, so everybody, that's just what everybody has to know their role. You know, everybody has an area of expertise or a talent or a gift the other one doesn't have. You know, your wife is your help meet, as the Bible says. Help meet.
Exactly.
It don't say mate, it says help meet.
And like I tell the women, a whole lot of women be like, I don't need a man. I say all the time, I need a damn man. I do not want to carry this load by myself. But a lot of women will shout that to the heavens, but then think a man with the characteristics you need is gonna want you whenever you telling everybody you don't need a man.
But here's the thing, Nisi. You know the thing? It's like we believe in energy over here. Me, TheeEnicole talk about it all the time. I'm sure you guys talk about it. The power of energy, speaking things into existence, right? Because words have power, right?
Exactly.
So if you constantly saying, I don't need a man, you ain't gonna have one. Or you're not gonna have a positive relationship with one. Because you said you don't.
Or they stay screaming, I don't need a man, but then the next breath say, where's my soft life? How you gonna have a soft life without a man? Or whoever you choose to be in a relationship with? Because regardless of whatever type of relationship you be in, there's a dominant and a submissive. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean like submit, like this person is just ruling your life, because I feel like that's where people get caught up in the semantics of words, right? Because when we say we need a man, we don't mean I need this man to breathe. I need this man to clothe me. I need this man to feed me. But I need a man for companionship. I need a man for camaraderie and family and legacy.
And when I can't do it, he can do it.
Exactly.
And vice versa. Let me say, at the beginning of my relationship, I was raised in a family that the women pretty much ran the household. So that's how I approached my first marriage. Whereas I made the most money, I laid down the rules, and I didn't respect him as a man. And that was the demise of our marriage, because I didn't respect him as a man, because he didn't lay down the law. Now, when I met this one I'm with now, he told me straight up, he was like, I don't give a damn how much money you made. In this relationship, I'm the man. And that was endearing to me, that he let me know from the get-go, like, I don't care what you think this is or what it was in your past relationships. I'm the man. And I ain't gonna lie, it made me kind of tingle down there. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the first man that ever stood up to me and told me what they had to say.
Right.
And
you know what?
5 years in.
You know what, Aunt Nisi? That's the thing too. It's very powerful what you're saying, because women don't want to be controlled, but if you're a strong enough man, they want to be led by you. It's a difference.
Exactly.
Just like we misunderstand the word. What you say, TheeEnicole?
I said that part.
Yeah, and we misunderstand the word submissive. We think submissive mean I said go in there and get my slippers. I said make me a sound.
Right.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about being supportive. You know, if your man come in because the world done beat him down, okay, just be there to hold him, talk to him, be his peace.
Be his peace.
And let's talk about submissive for a second, because sometimes the man submits to the wife, depending on the situation.
Yeah, that part. We don't talk about that enough. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I tell you, my second wife, God rest her soul, she used to come in from work because she had a very stressful job. She used to work for the hospitals establishment, and that's very stressful. The medical industry, as you know, very stressful, and on Nisi, you know it too. Okay, so she was in management, Okay, so very stressful. So when she would come home, she would say, "Babe, it's not you. I had a very bad day. It's not you. I'm going to go in this room by myself for a little while. I'll be out later." I had nothing but respect for that because she didn't come in the house ranting, raving, cussing about the dishes or why there's socks in the middle of the floor. And she let me know, babe, it's not you. And a lot of people don't do that. They just come in furious because they had a bad day.
Can't control their damn emotions. Hey, y'all
No.
make sure y'all subscribe to Hankin TV. Hankin TV is in the building. And back is books.
Everybody in the building tonight. You know, everybody here tonight. So it's good energy going in a great conversation. So I think more relationships will have a better chance if people coming looking for what they can give instead of what they can get. Everybody looking for what they can get. What kind of car you driving? How much money you make? Do you own your own company? Are you a CEO? They want things they don't even have themselves.
When in all actuality, if you with the right man or you with the right woman, going into a relationship and you're like, what can I bring to uplift your life? That make a man want to give you more. That makes the real woman want to give you more when you come into a relationship like that. When you open-minded and you want to elevate with somebody, that make that man want to kiss the ground you walk on. Like, I don't understand coming into the situation. He gotta have this. He gotta buy me this. He gotta do this, this, and this, and this, and this. Well, him hearing that is gonna actually make him do the direct opposite.
The fact that my husband, I made almost 10 times what he did. One of my husband's checks after child support, I kid you not, for a whole month was like $480 something before I helped him get his child support where it was supposed to be. And he saw me not running, but wanting to help him elevate. This man went from an NA to a reg tech, you know, where they would take patients on activities and stuff, to a LPN, to a RN, to a RN BSN. Now making mid 6 figures, okay. And he started out with 400. Some women would say, you don't make but 400 a month. That would have been out. But I saw the potential.
Exactly.
And whenever I believed in him, that made him buckle down and say, I'm gonna do this because I want our household to be successful.
Exactly.
And the caveat to that is because you hear a lot of women give other women advice: don't fall in love with potential, right? The thing is, you can fall in love with potential if you see the man working towards it, if he busting his ass for it. Okay, he can't have potential sitting around watching football all day. That's playing video games all day. I don't even understand what is it with some of these men playing these video games and your woman up there in bed naked. Y'all ain't made love in 4 days because you playing video games. I don't understand the fascination with neglecting your woman for a freaking video game. I don't know what's going on today.
I've never had that problem.
A lot of women do. A lot of women do today. I don't get it. But I tell you what, you keep playing with that joystick, she gonna find her another joystick to play with. Then you're gonna be mad.
But my caveat to what Anisi said is people really need to understand the power of love. And I know some people wasn't raised with love. Some people don't know how to accept love. You know what I'm saying? But you have to love yourself because you have to understand the power of love. Like what she said, like when you love a person and y'all working together, the stuff that society and social media shows you is supposed to be important and number one, you can get to all that. You can get to the houses, the cars, the stacks, and all this and all that with a really valuable teammate. You can get to all that. But to come in the door demanding that, especially when you don't have that yourself, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Yes.
Here's an example I use all the time. E. You may have heard me say this. I'm not sure if Aunt Nisi had. Superman is part of, and I use superhero and sports analogies, right? Superman is the most powerful superhero in the universe, right? Superman, right? But even he got to a point where shit got so heavy, he needed Batman. He needed Wonder Woman. He needed Aquaman. He needed Green Lantern. He needed Flash. He needed this group of people to come and help him. Regardless of how powerful he was, he needed help. And the problem in a lot of relationships is motherfuckers want to keep the cape on all the time. Use your help. You don't have to have the cape on all the time. That cape will get you beat the fuck down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you use the help that's afforded you. Use the people that's around you. Learn how to delegate duties. You know, my grandmother did that when we were coming up. You know, she go to work and she listen. When I get in, them dishes better be done. You better have done your homework. She did this from a distance while she was at work.
Mm-hmm.
Delegating duties. And let her come in there and the shit wasn't done. And see what happened. You know what I mean? So these are things that define true leadership and camaraderie and using everybody's skill set to the best of their ability. You know, so we got to learn that, to TheeEnicole's point.
Yeah, because I would say fuck all the New Year's resolutions for real. Like, just be better people. Treat people better and start by treating yourself better. Because, like, I'm going to always say that because this really is a lot of people that mistreat themselves. So they already unhappy. So then when you add in other people, not to mention if you have kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are just ejecting all this negativity around to all the people that's around you. You got to be good to yourself. I don't understand. Even church people, y'all know I'm a preacher's daughter, 2 preachers' granddaughter, both sides. The church always say, put other people before yourself and this, and that. Do you really think that if y'all believe in God, he really said, just let all the people walk all over you and don't care about yourself? That don't even make sense. In order to give to people, you got to feel yourself too.
And your self-preservation is the number one rule of man. If you don't take care of yourself, how can you possibly take care of anybody else? It's not even possible. You know, because you always hear people say, "Oh, my children come first. They have to come first before anything else." No, you got to come first. Because what good are your children if you fucked up?
And that goes to semantics again, because they make it seem like you're being selfish by taking care of yourself, when taking care of self is supposed to be common sense.
Right.
I always use the analogy. They always tell you to put on your mask on a plane before you do your children. You know, because you might lose consciousness before you're able to get your mask on. So
let me ask you this, ladies, and this is because there's been a question that's been circulating for years. I want to get you two opinion on this. If you're a married woman, Aunt Nisa, you're married, TheeEnicole's not married, but you've been in relationships. No, it's not about the 15 orgasms.
I know you're not about to say that, but I know what you're about to ask.
No. What I'm gonna say is, when you have children and a husband, right, and you prepared dinner, who get the plate first, the husband, or you feed the children first?
I feed my husband, then I feed the kids. That's how I always did it.
That's how I was raised too. The adults ate and then the kids got their food, and I was raised like that. And when I was a kid, I was to be like, what the fuck? And why he can't fix his own plate? Because my mom would make his plate. Like, why he can't fix his own plate? Until I felt like I was in love with somebody and I wanted to do that for them. Right. So that's how I was raised. Like, the wife gave the husband the plate and then the kids the plate. A lot of people now, they saying the kids should eat first before the man. I just wasn't raised like that.
Now, I got a problem with the 403s that make sure they man full and don't have enough for the children.
Oh, that's different.
Weird.
That's a whole different story.
Yeah, that's a whole different story. But I'm with you guys. You know, the man work hard all day. His job is to protect and provide and do these different kind of things and be a staple within the household. And so he eat first. You know, you feed the kids after he eat, or you make his plate first, then you make the kids' plates or whatever.
And to
You know,
me, that now being grown, I don't even see that as them eating first because we're all eating at the same time. It's just the order of who plate being fucking made. Because it ain't like you gave the man the food and was like, till his last crumb off that plate. Don't you go in my kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people be so extreme over the smallest, stupidest shit.
Yeah. But it's like, you know, when I was a kid, if you didn't eat what your mother cooked, you didn't eat. You know, and it wasn't no going back in that kitchen. What you say, E?
My daddy used to get mad at my mama about that because she used to ask us what did we want to eat. And he used to be like, I won't be asking nothing.
Yeah,
if they don't want what you make, they ain't gonna eat. But my mama
they don't eat.
She was like, they got to eat.
Alice, whenever I put my dishcloth across my sink, that means this black kitchen is closed.
Don't go back in that kitchen.
Don't go back in my kitchen.
Go back in my kitchen. That's how my grandmother was. You could not go back in that kitchen after she done cleaned that kitchen. Don't go back in there trying to make no sandwiches and all that. Nope. that was hell to pay. You know what I mean? So just a different era we grew up in, but the era we grew up in, to me, and everybody thinks it's about that era, but we just had better standards. We were just raised different, and we're stronger today because of it. You know, these kids today, they can't deal with nothing. We were talking about this earlier, E. You know, you can't deal with a breakup. They ready to kill everybody over a breakup. And not just kill a woman, they kids too.
And the dog and
the dog and burn the house down and every damn thing else. Because
and then off themselves, just eliminate yourself. Don't eliminate everybody else because your emotions is fucked up.
Because you've been screwing up this whole time. She got fed up. Now she's leaving. You mad. How you get mad if the woman been telling you, I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like it. And you keep doing this shit.
If you didn't work, you didn't eat. And that's a fact. Okay, Carl. Welcome, Carl. And that really should be happening now. If you don't work, you don't eat. It's so like this is the age of the. Yes, it is. It is. We live in an age of freeloaders, scammers, and professional victims. Everybody is trying to pull on somebody else's heartstrings for $1 instead. But what y'all don't understand, because guess what else age we live in, which I'm taking full advantage of. You can literally do anything for some money. And me personally, I ain't talking about laying on your back, okay? But you can take anything you like to do and make some money. You like putting glitter on cups, sell the fucking glittery ass cups. You like to splash paint on the paper, sell the fucking splash of paper. Like,
abstract art.
Yeah, you can literally make money doing anything. Like, I don't understand people who ain't trying to make some money. Like, you just want to beg for money. I don't get it.
You make your own special cupcakes, whatever. You know what I mean? There's all kind of ways. You know what I'm saying?
All of the above.
You do abstract painting too. Abstract painting, Aunt Nisi?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. I don't do that.
Special fact for the members, y'all are gonna have the first dibs on our merch that we are releasing this month. Speaking of all the things that me and Anisi make, the members will have first dibs on the merch, and like she said, it is definitely fire. You seen the Alex? I feel like they're so dope, and this is just the beginning. So,
I feel like and they're going to do very well. And if you guys out there, when they launch, everybody in the chat, everybody who follows TheeEnicole, better get that merch. Better get that merch. It's very important. It's very attractive, you know, and we got to support. You know, but you're not going to just support just to be supporting. It's very attractive, well done merch. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Same for his. You got yours on right now. Move your
I got my
mic
merch
out
on
there.
right now. Yeah, I got my right now.
We gotta support each other, y'all, because the world is not doing nothing but getting crazier and crazier every day.
Mm-hmm.
We already know they don't care about us. We already know we're not getting reparations. We already know we're not getting 40 acres and a mule. Let's stop talking about the shit and let's just support each other.
Mm-hmm.
Support each other's businesses. Support each other's dreams. That's the only way we gonna get to where we want to go quicker. You pocket watching and worrying about what the next person doing, you are taking time away from yourself, not from the person who you watching.
Yeah, on Nisi, you got to go to my site, get your husband one of these hoodies or one of my t-shirts, and
I got to go over there.
Yeah, I got coffee mugs. I got everything over there. You know what I mean? So, and as you know, my store is superhero themed because I'm a superhero guy. But it's some great merch over there. I got bomber jackets. You know, I got all kind of stuff. I got journals. You know, if you like the journal, I got journals over there. So it's a lot of different stuff in there. It's about 63, 64 items in there right now.
And your actual comic is over there as well.
Yeah, my comic book is there. You can get that with digital download. It's $12.95. Just digitally download it. You can read it on your computer. Very simple.
And
I love it.
Before you go any further, I'm gonna go down, y'all, because Alice already tried to do me because of my voice. And I can tell I'm on my last few syllables, y'all.
Okay,
so,
you go ahead.
Y'all for allowing me up on the panel, and I'm gonna go to bed in the chat.
All right, love you.
Okay, Anisi, don't come for my Anisi's voice. Keep her in y'all prayers. And before you go, Anisi, do you see what Carl said? He said, not to get off topic, TheeEnicole, where can I find your song, Fumble Me? Oh my God, that song changed my relationship. Did they fumble? I want to know, did they fumble you, Carl, or was you about to fumble? Or was they about to fumble you?
Yeah, did you fumble them or did they fumble you?
Fumble, then you can play FU for them.
Right, yeah. That's the theme of the nation.
My songs are available on all streaming platforms.
Y'all, I love it. I play it all the time. Everybody be like, who is that? I was like, you gonna know her.
TheeEnicole. Carl said they fumbled me.
Oh, they fumbled you, Carl? Okay, so listen. You can go on Spotify, you can go on Apple Music, you can go on Amazon Music. And first, when you reminisce on Fumble Me, after you play Fumble Me, play FU, okay? Because that's gonna motivate you again, get you back out there, get you hype, okay? I really appreciate you for loving my music.
Yeah.
You know, I got more music coming, so I appreciate that for real.
Yeah, TheeEnicole, music is hot. She got the merch coming. She got the Patreon coming. You got a dating show coming up.
We got a dating show that we're about to launch. It's gonna be so dope. If you really want love and you really want the truth, this is not some little raggedy. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'm being a little too honest. This is not some exploitive. Let me say that. This is not going to be one of those exploitive dating shows where we show people acting crazy and stuff like that. So anybody in the Atlanta area, we are coming to you in person. Okay. I'm letting the cat out of the bag right now. If you're in the Atlanta area, we are coming in person for the casting and all that. It's going to be dope. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be great. You know, new endeavor. All your endeavors have been successful. You know, so why would anybody expect anything different?
Yes, I mean? And if you want to collab, you know, I'm over here with the collabs. Even if you don't have a channel and you want somebody to help you produce your show, we do that too. The Galaxy is for everybody. Hey, Sunkiss. The Galaxy is for everybody. If you want to collab, make sure that you hit me on IG on esessions.inc. Make sure that y'all always check the description so y'all can see what Alex has. His IG is up there and his Etsy store is up there. So you guys can follow him and you can go to his the actual Etsy store and see all of the items that he has available.
And I just put my Etsy store link in the chat. So everybody look under magnetic repellent. You see that Etsy store link? You can click on there very easily and go right to my Etsy shop and see all the merchandise I have there. Yeah. Sun-kissed in the building. You came late, but I'm glad you're here.
Alex got his hearing aid turned down because I just said that.
Well, I don't have a hearing aid for your information.
Turn your hearing aids up.
I had you tuned out because I was getting my link for my Etsy store. That's why. Sorry, Sun-kissed. Don't pay TheeEnicole no mind. I love you. That's all. That's all that is.
She said, "Let's go."
Man. Let's
just
go.
say,
You know,
make sure you hit me up on IG. Just say so we can get people to your website, girl. Because if I'm not mistaken, I thought I saw you got things for the kids. You know, we big on the kids over here. We got some things coming for the kids coming up.
Love the kids. We love the kids.
We have things coming up for if you have been through domestic violence. Like this is about to be a really big year, and I am so excited for the people that's involved because it's gonna be really dope. Like we want to make some changes. It's cool to have fun, kick it, but y'all know I'm about business and making a change and a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like the partying, the club, the fun, it's always gonna be there. But let's do something that matters.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Are
we gonna be back? Are we gonna be back? Hey, thanks a lot, Relax. Thanks a lot. Yeah. That means a lot. Hopefully you find something you like there, some stuff for yourself, gifts for the family. It's a lot there to look at.
What was you about to
ask me,
on the same?
Are we on the same time next week? We on Monday or?
Yeah, same time, same day. Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for old school versus new school, and for the members. We will let y'all know when we have our after classes because we told y'all we're gonna get a little more in depth and a little more deep over on Patreon. So we're gonna keep y'all posted on everything because
it's actually Mondays at 7. Mondays at 7 p.m. You said Wednesdays.
I said
today,
Wednesdays.
This is Wednesday. Yeah.
I meant to say Mondays, y'all. I was excited about all these things going on, child.
Yeah. Her hearing aid wasn't there.
She said, okay, I will. I created all of those books on my website. They are on Amazon as well. Yes, that's what I'm talking
Amazon.
about. Business.
Okay.
Business.
Put that Amazon link in the chat. You know, if you have it. If not, we'll go look for it. Or TheeEnicole will give it to me.
I'm going to get with her because I actually want to invite her on so she can talk about everything herself. Y'all don't have to get it from me. Y'all can get it straight from the source. Yeah, I'm saying like that's what it's about. You reaching out to somebody that you like what they doing and you help showcase them and help spread, their presence. That takes nothing from you as a person, as a content creator, whatever you want to call yourself. It takes nothing from you to support somebody when you see them doing something that you like or you want to support.
Right. Especially if it's something good. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Nobody wants to support anything where the products are bad or the service is bad. We're not asking you to do that. But if the products are good and you like the service and so forth, by all means, purchase and support.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So she said, I'm going to buy me something.
LOL.
Yes, now, Anisi is definitely going to support. She like it, she going to support, okay?
Mm-hmm. I know Anisi's husband, he look real good in some of these hoodies and t-shirts I got. This merchandise I got. Yeah, look how good I look in it. You know what I mean? So you got to wear your own stuff. You got to.
You do.
You got to wear your own stuff. So, yeah.
So we going to get on up out of here, y'all. We had to come touch bases. Again, I do want to say thank you to everybody who prayed, put prayers up for my mom and sent me positive things. I love my mother. You only get one mom. You know, she had me a little worried and scared, but she's feeling better. And that's all I can ask for. So we'll definitely be here next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to make sure that Alex has his hearing aid up, though. So we'll be able to hear y'all, and we can have a great conversation like we always do. So we're out of here.
Love y'all. Peace.
This is TheeEnicole. You can always call me E, but don't never call me Nicole. Your presence is appreciated. Please be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe. It's always a vibe. In my
Hey, it's Sean Dufresne from Ready to Love, and you are watching my girl, TheeEnicole.
Tasha Lyons telling you to tune into TheeEnicole.
This is Samson from Ready to Love, and you're tuned into TheeEnicole.
It's Winter from Love America DC, and you're tuned in to TheeEnicole.
Make sure you guys subscribe to TheeEnicole. She is amazing. Click that button, subscribe, and you are going to enjoy all the information that she's going to share.
So come on over and tune in.